Hello, my name is Andrew Costello. I am the Disability Officer Technology or Assistive Technology Officer for the Disability Service here in Trinity College, Dublin. The object of today's quick webinar is to run through some easy to use accessibility tools that are held within Office 365. Office 365 is available to all students by going to office.tcd.ie. Today, in today's session, I'm going to look at 4 different types of accessibility tools. One is the Immerse Reader. Second one is Microsoft Editor. Third is Dictate. And the fourth is Office Lens, which is an app that can run off mobile. So without further ado, I'm going to open up Microsoft Word on my computer. So this is Microsoft Editor, or Microsoft Word Office 365. This is just a test document I've put in to Microsoft Word for us to work on today. The Immerse Reader is found by going to View and Immerse Reader. You can see the moment I switch on the document onto Immerse Reader, it will change the way it looks. This allows me to view the document in a color of page color of my choice, by moving them away through the different colors. It also allows me to use a line focus, which is an online ruler, to allow me to focus on certain bits of text as I wish. It also allows me to have the text read back aloud to me, to get an auditory feedback and to proof my document via voice. The Immerse Reader is a really useful tool. It's already inbuilt into Microsoft Word. There is other tools that can be used. One is to make how the column width of your document much more easier or wider or narrower, depending on the way you prefer to have a look at it. You can also text space out the document into a more accessible font if you felt that was easier for you to read. So this is using the dyslexia font here for us to read. Switch that on and off by toggling on the button at the top. And also you can break it down by syllabi. So if you felt difficult to pronounce words, it will break down each word into a more usable manner. International being a simple example here into its different types. International, to make it easier for you to understand and to read. So that's really it regarding the Immerse Reader. It's a really useful tool for allow you to have a document in a more readable format by choosing the color of your choice. Again, students with a learning difficulty might find using a cream background or moving away from a white on back background a more usable manner. Also, there's a line focus. And there's also a read aloud function in here for you to use. The next tool, while I'm within Microsoft Word, I will demonstration is simply called Dictate. Dictate is found here on the Home toolbar and on the right-hand side called Dictate. And simply, Dictate is just using your voice. So to set it up, just make sure you're using the correct language. It usually defaults back to my document language. So I can see this document is set up in English United States, but I want to change it to English UK. I can do that quite easily by clicking on here. And from here, I can then click on it, and I can start dictating with my voice. Full stop. At this point, it will start making an interpretation of anything I would feed into the computer using the onboard microphone, or if you have a headset, which makes the clarity of your voice easier for the computer to understand. Full stop. As you can see, I also have to speak out the punctuation to ensure that the document picks up the grammar, punctuation, full stop. It will not do this automatically. Full stop. Dictation is a great method to get down your thought process onto a blank page screen, comma. You can also use it to note take quickly. Instead of having to type or write, you can use your voice to put meaning to your notes that you are studying. And as I said, you can use it to quickly draft out a paragraph or a thought process before or at the start of your essay. To stop it, you need to click on the dictate option again. There's nothing much more else regarding dictate. It's a simple tool for us to use your voice. Of course, starting off to using your voice can be a challenging or a strange feeling if you've never used it before. It's not recording your voice in any shape, manner, or form. It's just making an interpretation. You would need to use it in a quiet environment with minimal background noise to ensure its interpretation of your voice is improved. And as I said at the start, using a headset or microphone can be really useful in these cases. Okay. The next tool I would like you to be aware of is a tool called Microsoft Editor. Now, Microsoft Editor is not a tool you can access via the client version of Office 365 at present within Trinity College Dublin. This is only available via the web version of Microsoft Office. If you've purchased your Office 365 independently of Trinity, it could be installed on the client version, but as such, IT services have not released this for general use on Microsoft Word client. Okay, at this point, I'm going to open up my web browser. So to access your online version of Office 365, you can just go to office.tcd.ie. You can log in using your Office or your Trinity logon details. And once you log on, you'll get to a screen similar to here all the way through, showing access to a few of the apps that Trinity have made available to students. If you haven't installed Office before, you can install it using the Install Office option here on the left-hand side. So to open up Microsoft Word online, you can just click onto here, click Open a Blank Document, and we'll open up Microsoft Word using the online version. Now, as you can see, it's a very similar look to what the client version has, with a few less options, but similarly, the functionality is identical. If I open up a document that I've already used before, let's see if I can get one. You have the same functionality across that you would normally be used to in Microsoft Word. The option we're trying to use here is called Microsoft Editor, and you can see it here on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Now, if you're used to using Grammarly, this is pretty much Microsoft's version of Grammarly. And by clicking on the editor, it opens up functionality that will go back and check the document for spelling, grammar, conciseness, formality, inclusiveness, etc., etc. All different types of areas all the way through. It'll give you a score on some of the stuff that needs to be checked. It's saying it's 94% correct all the way through. You can check the type of writing you want to do. So I'm just going to keep on using formal. I can check my grammar. So it's going to tell me there's a couple of mistakes here regarding missing spelling stuff all the way through. You can also check on conciseness. You can add stuff to it. But if there's other errors there all the way through, you could pick it up to reach that score of 100%. So essentially, it will go off and check your entire document, your academic document that you're going to produce along these areas here, and allow you to pick up mistakes and do that work for you regarding checking for grammar and for spelling. It's a really great tool. We are hoping to have it pushed out onto the client version of Microsoft Office. And when I say client version, that's the version you would install onto your local machine that wouldn't need an internet access for it to work. This online version is running via the web address, and it's stored automatically to your OneDrive account, and it has access to editor and dictate like we've used previously before, and the Immerse Reader, which we've spoken about. So I'll bring up the Immerse Reader all the way through. We can change the reading preferences. Again, the online ruler. Again, the themes of the background color, all the way going all the way through. The font, if you wish to change it. So the increased spacing, if you don't want to take that on, you can remove it. All the stuff that we saw similarly on the client version of Microsoft Word within the Immerse Reader is also available here on the online version of Microsoft Word. But I said to get hold of the editor version, which I'm trying to promote here, it's only available presently for Trinity students using the Trinity license by going online to the office.tc.ie, open up Microsoft Word, and you'll see Microsoft Editor there for you to check your document against. Okay, the last tool that I would like to cover is called Microsoft Lens. And Microsoft Lens is a mobile app to allow you to scan in documents and to convert them into a document that you can then have read back to you. So I'm just going to open up a YouTube clip here, as a simple, easiest way to do it, to show you this in action. So as you can see, you can scan whiteboards, anything paper-based in any shape, mean, or form. So I take a picture of the document, it will process it and keep it on your phone. From there, you can get the Immerse Reader within Microsoft Word to play it back for you, and export it out to your different format that you wish to use, be Word, Excel, OneNote, etc., etc. And it's there for you to use anytime you wish. So it essentially works as a tool that you can convert any written document or hard copy document into a copy that you can use for your own use in electronic format when needed all the way through. By just scanning the document, creating the format that you wish to use, exporting it out, opening it up in Microsoft Word or in PowerPoint or in PDF, whatever version that you wish to use, and from there having the Immerse Reader to play back. Get rid of this and getting rid of the paper version for us to use. Okay, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. And that's myself. If you have any comments or wish to meet up again regarding these areas, please contact me by emailing askds@tcd.ie, and I'll be happy to email you or contact you and meet you one-to-one to discuss these tools in greater detail. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.